Hi, all of you. Welcome back to our auditing discussion. Today, I would like to discuss Essay 210 Agreeing upon the Terms of Audit Engagement. So, before moving into that essay, first my question is what is an audit? Audit is an examination of financial statement. That means every day accounting transaction has been entered into the system, isn't it? And every transactions will be supported by some documents, some evidence. One example I am giving you, if I buy a laptop or a computer, there will be a supporting bill for that purchase. If I am taking that bill concerned and cross checking with that transaction, both will be matched. This is one example I'm telling you. So, my first question is whose responsibility for preparation of books of accounts? Books of account has to be prepared by the management. Why? Because we auditors will examine the financial statements which is prepared by the management. It's their duty. How they have to prepare the financial statement? If a corrupted organization control is very weak, will there be any frauds? Chances of frauds is high or low? Obviously, the chances of frauds are high. So it is their duty to establish a control actually. If controls are weak, chances of fraud will be high. How one example I will giving you. If a minister is coming in our state, before minister comes, there will be some security checkings. That convey cars, we will make a mock drills for that, whether there is any weakness in the controls. Unless not giving a test into the controls, weakness will not comes into the earth. It is essential. Otherwise, the terrorist will attacks. It's highly relevant for the security aspects. So we'll conduct a mock test. It's a test of controls, whether the control is working effective or there is any weakness that will be corrected. Similar way, every organization have a control. Why controls? To prevent frauds or else some supervision kind of things, some controls. How I will comes to know the controls are working effective? Need to test the way we given an example of mock drills. Have to test the control. Unless you make a test on controls, we couldn't comes to know whether the controls are working effective. You need to test the controls. It's their duty to establish a control. They have to control. Management is responsible for safeguarding their asset. For that purpose, they have to maintain some controls. It's also their responsibility. Third point, as we discussed before, our duty is examination of books, how the examination is conducted with the help of supporting documents. So they are responsible for providing us that informations, asset purchased or expenditure or whatever, all that bills, things, they have to give the support for that. Then when I am verifying things, checking the things, if doubts comes, I may question, I may ask the additional information from the management. This is not sufficient, we need additional documents, additional informations. They have to keep that also. Explanations, keep open their premises, everything it will become the management responsibilities actually. And this is one aspects of the preconditions. I am now going to discuss precondition. What is precondition? Precondition. Before starting the audit, we discussed some things now, books of accounts, internal controls, everything. I want to do a good audit in a corrupted, a bad environment. I know I'm going to give an adverse opinion. It's better I should not accept that engagement. I will reject it. That condition is not there. I don't have any condition to conduct an audit in an effective manner. Why? Because the books of accounts are not proper, internal controls are not fair, or the preconditions are not existence. I need those conditions to conduct an audit and in an effective manner. Precondition is very relevant. Then auditing, which comes to part actually. First part, the initial, first time I'm going to conduct the organization's audit. Second, I'm going to discuss about the recurring audit. Previous year we have asked the auditors of them. Current year also we are the auditors of them. Now we are moving into the initial audit engagement. Management and the auditors must comes in a common understanding. Both should understand what are the terms. What are the terms? Every work will have terms and conditions with respect to the scope of the work, objective of the work, isn't it? Management's their responsibility. We just discussed. Auditors, what their responsibility? What our responsibility? What is our responsibility? To inspect, to conduct an examination and give our opinion whether it is good, whether it is bad, adverse, favorable, whatever. We should express our opinions, place date, all those things. Management and auditor should comes into the common understanding. Then an agreement. It's an agreement. Every work is based on certain agreements, common understanding. That agreement is known as audit engagement letter. First time auditor going to prepare the audit engagement letter. The content just we have discussed now. What are the contents? Objective of the audit. What is the objective of the audit? To give the opinion after examining that. Management responsibility, auditor's responsibility, format. Which format of financial reportings we are adopting? Companies, schedule 3, 4, like that. Banking company, their respective format. All those will be mentioning their place, date, everything will be there. Then, if management is not accepting, withdraw from the engagement, or management is putting the restrictions on the limitations on scope of the audit. You should not do this, you should not do that. Restrictions on scope of the audit. Why management is putting a restrictions? Because management will be the part of condoning the frauds, conducting the frauds. Obviously they will put some pressures. Unnecessarily time frame, the audit has to be finished, or non-cooperative from their staffs. We discussed their responsibility to keep the books of accounts, documents, everything. Non-cooperation for that. Then what we will do? Management is just one side. This is a middle level. Above that there will be another wings. The owners, stakeholders, discuss with them. This is the management is doing. We are suspecting some serious issues. Clear it. Conduct the audit. Restrictions on limitations on scope of the audit. Then another important area we are moving for the recurring audit. Every year, do we need to prepare audit engagement letter? Same things we need to prepare every year. Do we need to prepare every year? Because 5 years we are the auditors of that company. Every year we need to prepare it. When these terms is very important for exam, when these terms needs to be amended. Unless there is no problems, there is no changes in the business or other aspects, audit engagement letter need not be amended. It will go like that way. If there is changes in the business environment, scope of the audit, business become large, the same fees, it will become very hard to conduct the audit. Need to change the terms. Or management telling us, demanding us, we need to do the quality services. Auditors need not doing the statutory audits. They can also do the supporting services. Lot of other services auditors are doing. This time you should do the quality services, checkings, make financial statement ready for the statutory audit, making a cross check for that to enhance and improve the quality. It's a lower assurance actually. Previous year we were the statutory auditors. Current year the management is demanding us to do the lower assurance. Need not do the audit. Instead of that, support for the audit. I'm thinking, okay, it's a reasonable. There is nothing reasonable justifications. Business become bigger. Management demands more quality. We will accept that. Or management has misunderstood. They have misunderstood the scope of the audit and other things. Then it will require the amendments in the audit engagement letters. So this is very important for that. These circumstances, audit engagement letter need to be amended. Otherwise, audit engagement letter need not to be amended. Well, the last segment, the format of the audit engagement letter, which will be covered in details in auditor's report. So thank you for watching this video and have a wonderful days ahead.